Welcome to It's Life Dude. I'm that dude. How you guys doing today? First and foremost, no matter where you are, if you are coming across this channel for the first time, please kindly consider liking, sharing, subscribing, leaving a comment, and ringing the notification bell. Not necessarily in that order. No matter where you are, whether it be morning, afternoon, or night, depending on where you are, I say good day to you. To all of my people who are in the Philippines, how you doing? To all of my people who are in Texas, how you doing? To all of my people who are in Jamaica, how you guys doing? To my people out there in Washington State, love and miss you guys. To my people out there in California, you know we love and miss you guys as well. To my people out there in Florida, hey, how you doing? What's up and hello. To my people in North Carolina, what's going on, folks? All of my people out there, I got a whole bunch of folks in Carolina. To my people out there in Virginia, how you guys doing? Love you guys. To my people out there in Connecticut, how you doing? And to my people upstate New York, how you guys doing? New York in general, what's up, New York? How you guys doing? Once again, this is It's Life Dude, and I'm that dude. Thank you for joining me today. You didn't have to join me. You could have been anywhere else, but you're here with me. I truly appreciate you. Today we are still in celebration of Mr. JLB. That's right. That's right. Okay, so keep that into consideration. All right, and always recognize, realize, and know that we are with you. Definitely, 100%. You know what I mean? So, with that being said, we got we only got a couple more days. Tomorrow and Wednesday. And Wednesday is the big finale. And thank you guys for enjoying this segment with me. You know, I just want to tell you about my dad. He is a family man. Definitely a family man, hard-working individual. What I remember most about him is that daggone laugh. He loved to laugh. And like I said, a hard-working man, always. Like I told you guys, I didn't meet my pops until I was like 25. But when I did meet him, one of the very first things he told me is to understand a man is to work with that man. And the best way to understand somebody is to work with them, because it tells you a lot about them and their character, and how they are, you know. Everybody has a different way of working and a different way of doing things, but his ethics are something else. And he was very respectful when it came to older folks, you know. And he taught me a lot with that. I mean, I've always known that with my mom, but to see, you know, it was different for me to see my dad, you know, how he interacted with people. It was a sight to see. People genuinely felt him whenever he was in his presence. You know, he could light up a room, you know. And like I always said, my dad, he was a character, you know. He loved being the center of attention, whether it was on purpose or not. A lot of times it wasn't on purpose, and a lot of times it was, you know. Was he a perfect person? By no means. No way. Dude's crazy as all get out. He had a way of telling you off, you know, a way of saying things. He could be nasty when he wanted to. He could be downright indignant when he wanted to. But at the same time, you know, those were very far and few in between, you know, that I saw. You know, because like I said, I didn't grow up with my dad. It was something that I, you know, got a privilege to see, and I thank God that, you know, me and my sister, we got a chance to meet him. You know, and it was something else to meet him. You know what I mean? It was really different. when we didn't know him at all. I have a song, and in the song it says, my sister used to ask me questions all the time, and some questions I simply could not answer because she was asking me questions about our dad when we were younger. We didn't know, She used to ask me, does that look like, I think that could be him. I was like, we don't even know where he is. Well, how can he be saying that? But she wanted to know who he was so bad. We used to just walk down the street, like we're going to school or going to a park or whatever, and we, as I was saying, we would have these conversations often. And I'm sorry, the battery died. And it was a disturbing thing for us because we didn't understand, where he was, why we didn't know him, And then when my mom started telling me that my dad, played music, she started telling me this after I found out that my stepdad wasn't my biological father. And I used to, I asked her to tell me about him, tell me more. And she's never talked bad about him or anything like that. She always said, that, me and him are similar, and he had his quiet times and he could fight. And he could, and he was a hard working guy, and but he was crazy too. Back then I didn't know what she meant by crazy, but when I got to meet him, I understood. My dad is like I said, he's a character, funny as all get out. I'm telling you. I mean, he had people who just loved to be around him all the time, and he had people around him all the time because he was just that guy. That was just him. He and when he didn't like somebody, he really didn't like somebody. You had to be doing a lot for him not to like you. You had to be, because he would give everybody a chance, but you rub him the wrong way, he ain't messing with you. He's just not gonna do it. He's just not gonna do it. He worked with and for a gentleman that I ended up working for. This guy owned a gas station and everything like that, and he was a real good friend to my dad. Because my dad would listen to him and everything, and to watch, like I said, to watch him interact with older people was a magnificent experience for me, because it taught me a lot. It taught me how to communicate with older people. And don't get me wrong, I already had this within me, but his way was different, because like I said, I was raised by a crazy Vietnam vet and a Jehovah's Witness. So my whole life was always being respectful and dealing with grown folks and people. But my dad's way was different. But his different was a beautiful thing, because he would spend time with these people, literally spend time with them. He used to make me do the work while he talking to the people. But when I'm at first I was mad at him, but then when I started listening to the conversation and seeing how he was with these people, and they genuinely fell in love with my pops. It was different. It was really different. It's like they had a mutual respect thing going that it didn't need to be said, kind of thing. To witness that for me was, like I said, a beautiful thing to witness and see, because his interaction was genuine. He wasn't fronting. He wasn't doing it just to get the money. Believe me, he wasn't doing it just to get the money, because he shorted himself a lot, just helping people out, but I had to teach him that business is business, and he respected me for that, and he started letting me do the bids, because when you were out there in that hot sun doing the kind of work we were doing, listen, I don't care. I learned this from the man that raised me. Okay, he taught me that when you work hard, you got to get paid for it, and you got to get paid right. You got to know your wealth. You have to know what you're capable of doing, and you need to get paid properly for it. Because if not, get the heck up on out of there and find something or work with someone or work for yourself so you can get the money that you deserve to get. Because out here these days, you know, everything is a ripoff. Everything is a ripoff. They're ripping us off left and right, and nobody seems to care. You know, it's not about the human being anymore. It's about that daggone dollar, which is extremely wrong. You know, it's really wrong because now the society is not doing anything but hurting themselves. You know, I wish we get back to the barter system. I wish we get back to basic living and farming. Because that way, you know, everybody is on an equal playing field. Everybody has to, you know, work for theirs. Okay, you know, these days it's a whole different sad situation. It's bad. But then in one of his songs, he said back in the days, the song is called "Mama's Pain." I might play that. Let me give you a backstory on that. What the song represents is how my grandmother found out my granddad had a whole nother family. My granddad he was working like 3 different farms on the same daggone road. The road is that long in Carolina, okay? And he had a family on these he had a family on those roads. Each one. He used to tell his sons, don't go messing with them people. But the sons was out there working in the field, not knowing that they was working on their own people's property. Somehow my grandmother got wind of what was happening, had transpired with my grandfather and his extra, you know, familiar activities. His extra things happening, and I'm gonna let him tell the story on the song, but that's what the song is about. The song is about my dad, my grandmother finding out about my grandfather and his other families, and it messed her up. It messed her up bad. It messed her up real bad. So that's the next song I'm going to put on this, and I hope you guys enjoy it, and I hope you guys like, comment, and share, and please leave comments for this. You know, I mean, leave a comment about the music, and leave a comment about, you know, what you think about the stories that I tell for this segment, because these things are important to me to put out here, and it's not easy to put yourself out here like this, you know, and I just want to see, you know, I'd like to see what you folks think about it, you know. I'm not getting the comments. I don't know if I'm not doing something right with my settings or something. I'm not sure, but help me out here, you know. Help me out. Tell me what you think, you know. To me, it's important, and once again, this is not for me. This is for the posterity of the grandchildren, so that they know who their people are, and when they see these videos, they'll see these pictures, and then they'll know that they're great grandparents. You know, at least they'll be able to see that, because I didn't get a chance to, you know, to meet them until I was older, you know, and that's always bothered me until I met them. And once I met them, it was a beautiful thing. I never got the chance to meet my biological grandmother because she passed before I got the opportunity, you know, which I really wish I would have had the opportunity to meet Grandma Mary, you know. But it is what it is. That's why I say this is for, you know, my grandchildren so they know who their people are. And for that video, I'm going to put up, for the video of with the song I'm saying, I'll put up a picture of my grandparents so you could see them as they were together. And that way you'll know who my father's parents are. You'll see who, what they look like. I'm not putting the names out there like that. But I will put up the video because these are very important people to me. These are my people's peoples. My people's people. And I like that. So thank you all for joining me on this segment. I know it's a little bit short, and I don't have a part 2 on this one, but that's okay. I started this video late in the day because I had to clean out the Jeep because I'm getting ready to sell that. I'm getting ready to get rid of the Jeep so I can get something different. I'd like to get another truck. And the truck that I have now, I love that truck because it's a good work truck. But the next truck I get, it's just going to be strictly for rolling around. And in case something happens to this one, it'll be a decent backup. And then I'll get another one if I have to. But right now it's fine. I'm gonna do what I gotta do the way I gotta do it. But once again, thank you for joining me here on It's Life Dude, and I'm that dude. Thank you once again. All right. Always remember and never forget. Hey, it's life, dude. Peace. I'm going.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I remember the time that we was kids, growing up, like 8 or 9 years old. And I had my parents, and we all stayed together, living good, working on a great big farm, out in the open. And we picked cotton, peas, and sugar, backers. And back in those days, it was a great thing because there was more understanding. One day we went to work, y'all, working in the cotton field. And my mother said, son, beware your enemy. And all the time we just sat there, working in the field. And one day it was a lunchtime. My mother said she gonna cook the lunch for us. Make lunch, And she gonna make lunch that day. Then my daddy went to the house and said, Mary, you got the lunch in yet? She sat there and she looked at wonder and looking at the wall, and staring at the wall. And I said, Lord, something wrong. I said, Lord, now what we gonna do? My daddy run the streets. He trying to be a man. He can't work that farm while we are looking at him. I wonder why my mother got sick. It was a bad thing for me. I said, Mother dear, I wonder why I say. And they shift her to a place to make her mind get back in place. The baddest part, when you miss someone. I sat there and cried many days. I said, Mother dear, why I have to be this way? Mother dear, oh mother dear, I just wonder why I got to be this way. And people were telling me that the reason why these things happening is because your mother deeply in love with your father's son. I said, yeah, I didn't know that. So that's why she got in the world to her own, because it hurt so bad. But for me to understand to be a grown man, I actually learned why and how do you think it happened. Because it almost happened to me. That's why I said I'm glad I'm a strong person that raised up and seen this. What it take to be a man, even a woman. That's why I sang this song today, Because it within my heart, it means so much to something, and dreams. That's why I couldn't treat nobody bad. That's why I sing this song today, mother dear. Because it was a sad thing to see your mother going off, and you all alone as a kid. And it means so much, it hurts so bad. But what it take to be a man? You got to have understanding. You got to have some good understanding, y'all. For to face reality as a man, you can understand when you are ahead. Face reality. What it take to be a man. And that's why I said, mother dear, I understand what it is to be. Anybody cheating on the spouse or something, it hurts very bad, you know what I'm saying? Or some people cannot take it. Thank you. That's life. Call it stumbling, stormy weather. This is from Johnny Lee. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.